Hi, everyone. It is 3 o'clock and we are going live. I am here in my office today and just looking out my window and seeing what a beautiful day it is, and been working on worship for Sunday. And so just gonna chat a little bit and remind you of some things while we're waiting for people to get on. If you would like to say hello, you can drop a hello in the comments. I'll hopefully be able to follow them along on my phone. So just a couple reminders as we're getting started. A reminder that on Wednesday at 2 o'clock to 3:30, we have another Pastors on the Porch. This week it's me. I will be on the porch. I'll have my lawn chair out there. Hopefully we'll avoid any rain, and would love for you to stop by and say hello. And again, if you've never done that before, you just come in and pull in through the circular driveway and pass on through, and we'll just stop and chat for a little bit. Also, we're looking ahead to outdoor Wednesday evening worship beginning June 24th at 7 p.m. That will be under a tent that's donated by York Tent for us to use for this summer. That was a really generous donation. We're really grateful for it. And looking for the opportunity to gather together. At this time, we are still limiting it to 25 people and under, but we'll have one every week through the month of July. We'll be posting details about that on Facebook and in the daily email, hopefully getting that out to you by about Wednesday of this week. Also, we are aware that York County is moving to the green on Friday. We're so excited by that. We have some things, though, that we need to put into place here at Mount Zion so that we can gather. There's a lot of recommendations that are coming out regarding how to safely reopen, information that's general to businesses, but also information that's specific to churches, because we're a special kind of community. We have lots of different people that gather, and we want to make sure that everybody is safe. So we are looking right now for volunteers to form what's called our regathering team, and those people are going to help us think through what we need to have in place, because like I said, there's a lot of recommendations that are important for us to look over and look through. Recommendations about how far apart to sit in the pews if we want to do that. There's recommendations about congregational singing, because that puts a different kind of particulate into the air. It's just a lot to think through, and so we want to make sure that we have a plan, and we want to put that together efficiently, and know that we might have to adjust it as we go along. But if you would be willing to serve on the regathering team, we would really love to have you. You just need to contact myself or Pastor Jeff by Friday. We're really wanting to get that up and running so that we can put a plan in place. Please know that the response team is also looking to meet this week so that we can discuss the possibility of readjusting our date for welcoming everyone back in the sanctuary. It's on all of our hearts and minds, but like I said, there's a lot to put into place and think about as we prepare to do that, but just know that it is on our radar. We are just as anxious as you are. And so we thank you for your patience and for having, the opportunity to think about those things together so we can keep each other safe. If you are here, just give me a little nudge in the comments so I see ya. Let's see here. Oh, there's Barb. Oh, look. Okay, there's Barb Stebbins. Hi, Faye. Hi, Becky. Hi, Helen. Hi, Barb Everhart. So glad to see you all. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, so now that we've had a moment to get everybody on, I welcome this time to this time of prayer, and this time to just have space. I think it's really important. I've been trying to do it each week for us to just make space for prayer and space to really calm ourselves and be together in a spirit of prayer. I got a few things that came through for the prayer requests. The first, Jim Schiffer asked for prayers that we can regather soon. We do also pray for that, but we also pray for all those who are thinking through those difficult decisions, and for all those who are suffering right now, whether that be from COVID or from other things that are going on. Jen Damon asks for prayers for her son Mason. And so we'll be lifting Mason in prayer. And Dennis and Phyllis Hartman ask for continued prayers for Dennis's brother Lewis and the multiple health issues that he has been facing and continues to face, and for their son and Stephen and daughter-in-law Holly, and they're expecting a baby girl. The baby is not due till September 12th, but there are concerns about the baby's growth and for Holly's blood pressure. And so it's just a really anxious time of waiting. And so they are monitoring things closely and asking for our prayers to be with them. Just checking in again to see if anybody else has joined on and said hello. Today, our prayers are going to be based on Psalm 84. So hear this verse from Psalm 84. Blessed are they who put their strength in you. They do not give way to fear or doubt. They are quickened by divine light and power. Hear that again. Blessed are they who put their strength in you, and it's you with a capital Y, meaning God. They do not give way to fear or doubt. They are quickened by divine light and power. So that is from Psalm 84. So as I go through our prayer today, I'm going to begin the prayer, and then after each sort of section of the prayer, I want you to repeat with me, we rest in the peace giver's presence. We rest in the peace giver's presence. Because this is a prayer all about having peace in the midst of hardship or struggle, having peace in all the seasons of our life. So again, I'll be saying it with you, but I would love for you to join with me saying, we rest in the peace giver's presence. So if you will join me now in prayer. Lord, thank you for hearing our prayers this day. We bring them to you with the assurance that you hear them. We pray this day especially for our church family, and ask that you would be with us as we continue to endure this time of separation. We ask for your guidance and wisdom as we begin planning to regather. And we ask for the safety of all your people, especially thinking of those within our church family who might be struggling or in need of your peace and your presence. We ask this and acknowledge we rest in the peace giver's presence. For those who are hurting or sick, we ask for your blessing and comfort and healing. We ask this especially for Mason, for Lewis, for Holly and Stephen and their sweet baby girl. May your veil of protection be with each of them. We ask this and acknowledge that we rest in the peace giver's presence. God, when inner turmoil and conflict threaten our peace of mind and heart, we rest in the peace giver's presence. When life is overly full and we wonder how we will complete what is required, we rest in the peace giver's presence. When we enter into the pain and the suffering of the world's lack of peace, we rest in the peace giver's presence. When we hurt for friends, relatives, and others who are distanced and distressed, we rest in the peace giver's presence. When fear of the future rises up and the way ahead is uncertain and unsettled, we rest in the peace giver's presence. When our life appears empty and loneliness taunts us, we rest in the peace giver's presence. When we live with concern and apprehension over unresolved issues, we rest in the peace giver's presence. When we feel a great distance from the one who is the fullness of peace, we rest in the peace giver's presence. Gracious peacemaker, thank you for the life you have given us. We desire to be filled with your serenity. Clothe us in your calm presence. Be the stronghold of our hearts. Help us to accept the irreversible and to change what is possible. May your peace, O God, grow ever stronger within us. Amen. That was our prayer for today. A part of that prayer was taken from a book called Prayer Seeds by a woman named Joyce Rupp, R-U-P-P. As you know, I love poetry, and I love, collecting books that have prayers and poems in them. They really help me when I'm trying to focus and center myself, especially during times of prayer. So I just wanted to offer that gift to you. And that refrain, we rest in the peace giver's presence. What a gift that is, and just a really calming phrase. So maybe you'll use it throughout this week. If you find yourself getting harried by a task, or you find yourself worrying about something, or thinking about someone who needs prayer and blessing, maybe you'll find yourself saying, I rest in the peace giver's presence. I'm grateful for each of you and grateful to have this time with you. Just a nice break from our day. Before we go, let's just take a big breath in and a big breath out. Big breath in and a big breath out. I certainly miss each one of you, and I look forward to gathering together, whether that be seeing you on Pastors on the Porch, connecting with you here when we have our online services, or when we have our services out on under the tent, or if you come to stop at Solace in the Sanctuary, and finally when we are able to gather again in person, which is so close. So really looking forward to that and thinking of you all, and just be patient as we keep steadily moving to that time. Love you all.